What is up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new live edition of Dodgers Territory. I'm Alanna Rizzo. That is Clint Pasillas. Teoscar Hernandez is going to be joining us momentarily. We're so excited to talk to him, obviously, about going back to LA, but also all of the new additions since his signing. The Dodgers have not stopped. And speaking of not stopping, let's get into the big ticket, Clint.
Let's do it.
My word, we said the other day after they signed Roki Sasaki, we're like, okay, thank you so much. How about we just go ahead and get Tanner Scott while we're at it, and then we'll just put Kiki Hernandez in the mix, and that'll be amazing. Well, they did it. Mark Feinsand, the first to report that Tanner Scott and the Dodgers have agreed to a 4-year, $72 million deal per a source. Loving that. My goodness, they got the best free agent on the market in Roki Sasaki. They got the best free agent pitcher, in my opinion, in Blake Snell. They got the guy that everybody and their mother wanted back, Teoscar Hernandez. And now they got the best reliever on the market in Tanner Scott. So A plus to the front office. What was your initial reaction, Clint, when you heard about the Tanner Scott signing?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Tanner Scott. I was hopeful. I remained hopeful. It's a different feeling kind of time for Dodgers fans and Andrew Friedman, this front office, after a couple of years where you can't say they weren't going hard in the paint in free agency and trying to build the best version of the roster, but there were a couple of lean years where you saw some guys walk away and. It's nice to know it was setting up for this. It starts with Shohei Ohtani and just keeps on building and building from there, ends in a World Series title in 24, and then they're like, no, that's not good enough. We want to keep running it back. Find me a team better equipped than the Los Angeles Dodgers to go out there and win a World Series in 2025. They got all the pieces they wanted, and I've said it a million times, my God, is it a fun time to be a Dodgers fan.
Yeah, there is not a better team equipped in terms of personnel to run it back in 2025. And Andrew Friedman, atypical of him, man, he doesn't want to have to make any moves in July. He's like, let's just get the big stuff done now. And on the trade deadline in July, we're just going to have to tweak some stuff. I mean, obviously, a couple of those things are not official yet by the Dodgers, but Roki Sasaki put it on his own Instagram that he's coming to LA. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that's a pretty good source. Obviously, the announcement of Tanner Scott hasn't been official by the team. But look at what they got. Blake Snell, Michael Conforto, of course. We'll talk to Teoscar about that new outlook for the outfield. Blake Trinan, Hae-Sung Kim, of course, Roki Sasaki, and now Tanner Scott. So, wow. Talk about the offseason moves. It's ridiculous. And again, Andrew's like, let's just do this in the offseason. So, Clint, in July, they can just tweak things a little bit.
Yeah. You can just kind of rest, relax, not panic. We've seen this team in the past have to do a lot of big, heavy lifting. Corey Seager goes down in 2018. You have to go out and get Manny Machado. 21, you lose some starters. You have to add Max Scherzer, Trey Turner to the mix because Seager also kind of was injured at that point as well. But yeah, it's a lot easier to work in the offseason when the prices are just money, not insane amounts of prospects and all of this kind of stuff. So just build that Andrew Friedman statue. I'm going to keep saying it. It's time to make that happen. They already got construction crew there at Dodger Stadium, making it bigger and better and more beautiful for the players. Let's make it good for the fans and for Andrew. He would hate having a statue, but I think he's earned one.
Well, we're going to welcome in Teoscar Hernandez in just a moment. But before we do, we're still expecting them to formally re-sign Clayton Kershaw. Now, the Dodgers have the opportunity to move guys to the 60-day IL on February 8th. They get to go a little bit sooner than the majority of teams because they and the Cubs obviously are playing early in the season in Tokyo for that Tokyo series. So they have on February 8th, the opportunity to, let's say, re-sign Clayton Kershaw, move him to the 60-day, maybe move Gratterall to the 60-day, and put Kike Hernandez on the roster. So Are you thinking that perhaps that is going to happen?
Yeah, a couple of names on there. More than likely, River Ryan, Kyle Hurt would not be immediate options for the 60-day IL because if they put him on the 60-day, they would be accruing major league service time. They could still be on the minor league side. But yeah, everything is set up. We've talked about it a few times. We know Clayton Kershaw most likely has a contract kind of waiting in hand. You hope, you really pray, you cross your fingers that Kike Hernandez is in that same position as well, and all it needs is one roster spot. There's a reason, unfortunately, Gavin Lux is one of the kind of the odd men out to open up that roster spot because they really, really wanted Tanner Scott and they got it. But are the Dodgers done? No.
All right, let's see in just a moment what Teoscar Hernandez thinks about all the things. But first, back in a second with a quick word from our guys over on the foul territory side, Eric Kratz, AJ Przinsky, Scott Braun, and Todd Frazier on Mint Mobile.
All right.
How's that New Year's resolution going for you? The fad diets or the BS resolutions are so out. How about just spending less on your wireless bill, Kratz?
Mint Mobile to the rescue. Scotty, they've got half off their 3-month unlimited plan. That's 3-month plan for only $15 a month, baby.
All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
Switching is easy. They'll convert your current phone and phone number for you too.
Switch to Mint and new customers can get half off an unlimited plan until February 2nd. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/territory. That's mintmobile.com/territory.
$45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on their first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details.
Look at that.
We appreciate Mint Mobile. We appreciate Teoscar Hernandez for being here more. Teo, thank you so much for coming on the show. First of all, congratulations. Everybody in the world wanted to see Teoscar Hernandez back in Los Angeles. We know that you wanted it too. What was that process like for you? Kind of the waiting game and all of the different things you had to go through before it became official that you were back in LA?
And for me, it was, like I said, it was my priority, trying to go back to LA and be with the team I think is more than a team. It's for me now, it's like being with those guys since the first day. It's more like a family. And it was pretty special from the day that I got to spin trainer, and it was about time. It was just trying to put all the things together when you talk about contract and just the two parts being on the same page and be good, being happy with all the numbers and the years and all of that.
Yeah, take us through that process. I mean, obviously, I think a lot of people, we saw you at the parade. We felt very much the same way. You want to be back. We want you back. But it took a little bit longer than maybe we were hoping. What was the process like for you going through free agency? You don't need to name teams, but how many people were kind of in the mix, and how reassuring, how nice was it to finally just get that deal done where you can focus on the rest of your offseason as a World Series champion, mind you. But yeah, take us through the process.
It was a little stressful. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was gonna be a little different from like being a free agent and having the year that I had last year. I thought like more teams were gonna be in the mix, but it was fun. It was my second time going through that process. Obviously, in 2023, it was a little different because of the down year that I have, and but there were like 6 teams trying to put together a contract for me. Obviously, for me, winning, it was one of the biggest thing, and going back to LA was the second biggest one. I was not gonna leave LA to another team for maybe chasing a little bit more money or more years. I just want to find a place where I can feel comfortable and my family feels good. And when was going through all of that with my engine, LA was the one that feel all the check boxes. And but it was just going to my free agent, hearing from other teams offers and years and like all the little things that the contract for me to put together. But at the end of the day, uh, it have to be a really, really like a big offer from other team for me to leave LA.
And how important was it for you, now that you look back, Teo, that you bet on yourself for that 1 year? You take a 1 year deal with LA, and you play out of your mind. You, in my opinion, and I said this before, for the first half of the year, I thought you were LA's MVP. I know Shohei Ohtani got the MVP award for a lot of reasons, but you put this team on your back the first half of the season. And in my opinion, you were the most consistent bat in that lineup day in and day out. You bet on yourself for that year. It paid off. And now you have a 3 year deal with the team that you really want to be with. Do you look back at that now, and how much more do you appreciate that move that you and your agent made?
Yeah, in 2023 after the season, obviously when I was going through everything with my agent, one of the biggest thing for me it was winning back then and still is today. And I didn't get that many options in 2023, but I get the best one, and it was from the Dodgers. Even it was a 1 year deal. For me, it was more like not putting pressure on myself on a 1 year deal. It was more, how can I get my career and my profile, get it back on track? And the Dodgers were the one that feel all the requirement, and I know it was gonna be a really good year just because I'm going to organizations that make everybody better, and I was gonna learn from a lot of the guys that have success in the big leagues for a long time, and it was for me it was a no-brainer. Uh, I like challenge, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why I take that 1 year deal, and it's paying off right now.
Yeah, the fit is wonderful. We love having you in Los Angeles and happy to have you for 3 more years, at least. We've heard from people this offseason. Obviously, you talking about it. Tyler Glasnow joined the boys over Foul Territory last week, talking about how good the Dodgers organization is. It's all of the things from top to the bottom. You know, it's not just about you, the player, but it's also about your family. Something you also spoke about at your introductory press conference. What is it, in your opinion, that just feels different about the Los Angeles Dodgers? And it's not so much, hey, throwing any other team you've been with under the bus, but what makes them so good at just being kind of a people first organization?
It's I think they understand what's going through every player, uh not only on the field but out of the field. It's like they had the experience, they had the people that know what makes a player really good to his job. And one of the biggest thing is if his family is okay, his family is
Mm-hmm.
good, if the family is comfortable where that player is playing, and they emphasize a lot, and the family side, I think, is to make the player feel better, feel more comfortable, and have that trust in somebody that is taking care of your family the way you take care of your family. And I think that's why everybody wants to go over there. And once a player gets to this organization, they don't want to leave anymore because of the way they treat all the people outside of the baseball field.
It's so important too, because a happy wife, happy life. But I know that we know when you guys obviously are on the road and gone so much, it is important to have a foundation and a structure and organization that takes care of the families as well. But that leads me to a question that we had. We were talking to Max Muncy and Kelly Muncy a couple of times on the show, and they were just talking about that last 3 weeks of last season, Teoscar, where you guys were so focused on each other. You made a commitment to the roster that you guys were going to be all in. So it was almost like, the players had their own plane, the families had their own plane type of situation. What was it about those 3 weeks that you guys were like a band of brothers and you all bought in to the one common goal and you put each other first?
It was more, I'm gonna say it was more like a time to relax and not think about not even the family or our jobs. It was more like, okay, let's get together, let's have some drinks, let's eat some, let's watch some basketball games, football games, and let's watch the walkout games. It was like more about like night
Mm-hmm.
and not thinking about of what was coming. That makes a difference. You know, baseball, you got so much stress throughout the season, and having that time just for us, I think it was a different. I know the wife and the girlfriends don't like that, but uh, it was something for us to relax and just reset our minds and just going forward into the playoff games and just give everything that we got.
And whatever it was, it seemed to work because it ultimately resulted in, well, it resulted in this photo. The man with the million
Yeah.
dollar smile right there. That is an insane photograph to be looking at. Talk about that World Series run. Just putting all the pieces together. Obviously, you guys enter the postseason with a wealth of injuries, pitching staff kind of being held together by duct tape, hopes and dreams, and everything just sort of works out to cap off. Obviously, a fantastic year for you, All-Star, home run derby champion, best friends with Shohei Ohtani, and all of that, and add in World Series champion. Yeah, take us through the playoffs, and I put the title on the screen here, World Series hero, because you had some insane moments there in the postseason. Just what's one takeaway that you're going to have with you for the rest of your life coming out of year one with the Dodgers and that postseason run?
It was for me. I go back and think about the series against the Mets. That's where I didn't have the success that I want at the plate, right? And just to go every day and have the confidence that Dave and the whole organization, my teammates, uh, give me through that moment, it was amazing. And I was telling myself that I have to find a way to get on base, even if I have to get a hit by pitch or something, or I have to make plays. I have to play way harder than I'm used to play just to make something, to give something to the team, so we can go through all the process that we were going through during the playoff. And uh, for me, just trying to be there, doing my best and support my teammates and just find ways to make production for the team, defense, running, hitting, and whatever it takes to just to at the end of the night get the win.
I love the fact that you were able to announce your return on social media. I mean, I think everybody was so flippin' excited. I reached out
Yeah.
to you right away. I was so excited to have you back, and Roki Sasaki did the same thing. What is it like as a player when your own team just keeps signing? I mean, we got the best offseason starter in Snell. We get the best free agent, Roki Sasaki. Obviously, we wanted him. We get Teoscar Hernandez back. Everybody wanted that. You get it's amazing. What's it like for you as a player? Like, oh my gosh, now I'm going to be teammates with Tanner Scott, Roki Sasaki, all these guys that obviously fans wanted too.
It's huge, and it makes me more excited. It makes me work a little harder just to get ready because when you see an organization that just win the World Series, not stop because they're hungry, they want to win, they want to keep winning, and they doing everything in their power uh, to get all the players that they need, that they feel that they need, just so the organization is better and better throughout the years. And really excited to get to spring training and meet all my new teammates and knowing that we just win a World Series and now that our team is way better than it used to be. It feels really good. Excited to go back to spring training to see what 2025 season have for us.
Hey, a year ago, spring training, that's where you first endeared yourself to fans. And of course, that friendship I already talked about here, or alluded to, with Shohei Ohtani was born. Buenos dias, fanáticos. How did
Hmm.
Shohei's Spanish come along in 2024? And how did your Japanese come along in 2024?
I think his Spanish was better than my Japanese throughout the year. We were trying to teach each other some words in Japanese and some in Spanish, but I think Shohei remember everything that I teach him in Spanish, but I didn't remember anything that he teach me in Japanese. It's funny to me because he teach me something right now and like 5, 10 minutes later, I had no clue that what he says. I don't remember anything. But it's great to have that relationship with Shohei. He's a quiet guy, but at the same time, he's funny. He trying hard just to get engaged with his teammates and make everybody feels good around him. And it's what can I say? Shohei is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing teammate, amazing person, and he care about everybody in that clubhouse and outside of the clubhouse. And it's good to be his teammate and play alongside him for many years.
Yeah, and it looks like he's starting to have some fun. We're starting to see some Shohei Ohtani personality, and I think you're helping bring that out of him. Let's speak about the new Dodgers outfield. I love the look of this outfield. Michael Conforto was one of the first signings this offseason for the Dodgers. Tommy Edman looks like he's going to be your everyday center fielder. And of course, you're going to be manning right field again for the Los Angeles Dodgers. What do you like about that group of guys? Obviously, you guys have to work really well together, cover a lot of ground, but speak about the outfield for this club.
I think the organization they know what they're looking for, and when they bring Conforto, if you go around the league, you ask about Conforto, is the same guy as we have in the organization. He's a great guy, great teammate. He plays hard. He has success in the big leagues for a long time now. Uh, he just hasn't been that lucky about injuries and all of that. But I think it's going to be a huge addition for us. Uh, he can hit lefties really good. He's been showing it for years now, and just to have one more person the way everybody likes in that clubhouse is amazing. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun together this year.
We've seen, we've already talked about Alanna mentioning Dodgers have made a lot of moves this offseason up to and including bringing you back. Thankfully, we see the narrative going around online. If you're not a fan of the Dodgers are ruining baseball. From a player's perspective, what does it mean to somebody like you, to other players around the league, your peers, to see a team going so hard in the paint at making themselves the best possible organization when you see some other teams this offseason not spending a dime? Yeah, speak to the whole that narrative and just kind of help people understand what you're seeing the Dodgers do is probably good for the baseball player.
I think it's great. Uh, it just they doing everything in their power to put together a team to win. If you go and you ask every fan from different teams what you want your team to do. It just
Hmm.
okay. We want to win. We want to celebrate. We want to have a World Series title, and the Dodgers are doing that. They are showing everybody that they doing everything in their power to put together a team so they can win, so their fans can be happy, so the city can be happy, and the players can be happy. And I think if we have more of that from different teams, uh, it's gonna be more fun every year, and I think it's gonna take more people to watch baseball if all the teams start doing the same thing that's the Dodgers are doing right now. So I think
Absolutely.
it's great. I
Yeah,
think
it
it's
is great.
great for baseball.
It is great for baseball. What do we need to do to get your brother Kike Hernandez back on the team? Can we make some calls? Can we make sure that there's 2 Hernandezes back on?
I don't know, but hopefully, I'm praying to God that we can bring Kike back. I miss
All right.
Kike, and I want him to be a Dodger.
Yes, me too. Me too. Teo, felicidades, buena suerte y buen salud. Thank you for everything. We're so happy that you're back. And thank you for taking the time to give us 20 minutes today. It means a lot to us, and we appreciate it. We'll see you at spring training.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. Have a good one, and I will see you guys in spring training.
Thank you,
All
Teoscar.
right. Teoscar Hernandez, World Series champion, and now with the Los Angeles Dodgers for the next 3 years. Thank goodness. Let's get to last licks.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, let me introduce you to Pepper Pot. This is a little lady that you've seen before. She's a senior gal, but she has a lot of love to give and a lot of life left to live. She's awesome. She's about 11, 12 years old. She's a snuggle bug. She's low maintenance. She's awesome. Gets along great with other dogs and all people. She's a senior lady, but she's so, so sweet. You'll love her. If you're interested in adopting Pepper Pot and giving her a forever home, we took her off of the streets of Inglewood about 6 months ago, 7 months ago, and she's in a good foster home, but she needs her own forever home. So reach out to myself on my social handles or Gidry'sGuardian.org for more information. Baseball thought for the road. This made me laugh. Show it. Oh my goodness, Los Deferrals. That is so funny. You know, I don't know who created this jersey. I'm sure it was just obviously on social media here, but this made me chuckle.
It's pretty dang good. And honestly, I would wear that jersey. 1,000%. Listen, I will create that jersey when we reach 10,000 subscribers here on Dodgers territory. And if I can't find it, oh well, I'll get myself a Teoscar Hernandez jersey.
Yeah, number 37 for you. New City Connect leak that was posted by BKG_98. We're just having a little fun here, people. Just a little fun. Clint, what is coming up on All Dodgers with Clint Pasillas?
So not doing a show tonight. I had a lot of content. We were live right after the Tanner Scott signing this weekend. Also live after, of course, the Roki Sasaki edition. You and I were live as well. So go back, check those out. We will be live tomorrow, and it should finally be a little bit of a calm down, get into voicemails and all that kind of stuff. But there was a lot of really, really good content over the weekend from a lot of people here on the internet. I do want to take a second here to shout out. The chat has been going off today. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We did get a few super chats in here. I want to make sure we give love to the people that gave us love today as well. Siege Roots. Hold on, let me go to the right screen here and make things happen. $10 super chats in. The Dodgers have been setting this up for years and years. Of course, all of the moves that they were able to get done over the last 2 years. Friedman said, all he ever wanted was a Dodgers dynasty. Forget being irrational. Give the Dodgers fans what they want, and I think we're getting a whole lot of what we want. So thank you for the $10. Siege Roots. We also got Ishmael. Don't call me Ishmael, dummy. That's a lot of words I don't read very well. Translate
Nunca
for
te
us.
vayas. I can tell you what it means. It says, Nunca te vayas, Teo. Te necesitamos en Los Angeles. Ya compré mi jersey de El Grande 37. Never go away, Teo. Never leave us. We need you in LA. He just already bought his number 37 jersey.
That's
Obviously,
awesome.
that is Teoscar Hernandez jersey. So good for you. Bob Nightingale, not the real one. How the hell can you not love Teo? I have no idea. You must be an alien if you don't love Teoscar Hernandez. How can you not? Yeah, so I don't know. Mike Lopez, what's up? Teo, get on the phone with J-Rod and bring him to LA. We don't need.
I don't think
Now
he
we're
has
just
that.
getting crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he has that kind of power, but appreciate the super chat. The last one from Christopher Navarro, $10. Giving us some love. Great show, Alanna and Clint. Gotta love Teo. Okay, bye. We're not ready for the bye yet. But guys, again, subscribe to the channel. EB is sad that I don't know Spanish. Oh, you heard me say Buenos dias, fanáticos. I know what I'm saying. I just don't know how to read it very well. But get me in front of the taco truck for some birria, and I'm not really a birria guy. Birria. How do you like that?
No,
I'm gonna go extra white boy for you.
No. You got to go birria. You got to roll those R's, bro.
Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe to Dodgers Territory here on YouTube. We're trying to get to 8,000 subscribers. Ideally, we can do it maybe by the end of the day. If you enjoyed our chat with Teo, share it with your friends. Share it with your grandma. Share it with the mailman. Go to the doctor. Let them know we had Teoscar Hernandez here on the show. Also, rate and review.
Chris Taylor's coming up on Thursday. Don't
This
forget.
is true. Chris Taylor will be back here Thursday, 12 o'clock Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Another edition of Dodgers Territory. You guys know her. Give her a follow. Give me a follow. All that kind of stuff. And Alanna, that's about it, right?
All right. Go Dodgers. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back on Thursday.
Bye.